You are listening to another Third Coast Nerds podcast. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
And the destroyer that takes 4 minutes to pass on screen.
Yeah. So, are we in the past right now?
It's like the days of the future past.
When are you going to release this episode?
Probably tomorrow.
Mind blown.
I know, right?
So if you're listening now, it's today.
That did not help me at all.
Yeah, I'm coming off. I watched the Back to the Future. They showed the trilogy on TV like all day long, back to back to back to back. I watched it 3 times through.
Wait, 3 times, all 3 of them?
It was Sunday.
So 9 episodes total?
Yes.
Holy.
You know what else you could have done during that time?
I was working on a lot of things at the house.
Okay.
So it was like, oh, hey, look, it's a train. And like, oh, look, it's the like 1952 again. And oh, look at this. Oh, it's like he's in the future, but like Biff's got a goofy haircut, but hoverboard, rock on. And now we got trains again. So I kept getting, over the course of this like 9 movie span, I pieced together, and it was basically like you took the movie and shuffled the deck. So it was kind of a neat way to watch it.
Yeah.
That's reminding me of there's a YouTube video where they took all the Star Wars films and put them together, where you watch them all at once.
Oh yeah, where they all start at the same time.
I'm going to spend a weekend and actually like pay attention and watch it and see if I can last.
That
Like I did the first like 20 seconds. I was like, this is creepy.
that sounds like it needs some pharmaceuticals too.
Yeah, I think that's what caused that problem.
But there's still enough like episode 1, 2, and 3 fail to come through when you're still gonna be disappointed. Just be like, I still see him.
Which one runs the longest? Does anyone know? Because that's the one that's going to suck. Everyone's like, really? Hurry up and end, all right?
It's just Jar Jar Binks running through the jungle.
It's probably 2 or 3. It's probably 3.
Yeah.
No, but like the first 30 seconds, like the intro, is pretty much the same for all of them. Like I thought I was watching 2 movies, not 6. So like that was like interesting.
Well, if you learn to
Where
read,
it starts just a wall of text, and you're like, follow Yellow Brick Road.
You could actually pick up some of it. They'd mixed, which is pretty entertaining. Because I was like, that's not the story.
I would like to see that fusion of Wizard of Oz with Star Wars characters. Jawas as the
flying monkeys.
Dark Side of the Sith.
No, the Munchkins.
The Munchkins. Oh.
Jawas.
Oh wow.
Why not Ewoks?
Yeah, I guess you could go that route.
Oh, now we got to assign a character to each. Like, who's the Wicked Witch of the East?
Well, they're squashed anyway, so...
Well, no, who's got good feet? We're going to cast for this. All we need you to show up is like these red shoes.
Yeah. I'm thinking...
Lay down.
Put these boots on. Lay down. There
You're
you
pretty
go.
much going to be Darth Maul, I think.
Darth Maul?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you'd have to have them put their feet straight up and then sideways. That way you could decide.
That way, no, you could have... With
Or
Darth
one
Maul,
of each?
You could have him in half, so his legs are going in, and his body's coming out the other side. On the...
So much fun you can have with that. There's no place like Tatooine.
Right.
We represent the Utini Guild.
All right, I think we need to get the cameras and let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, goodness. That
Dude, you are far from a Munchkin or an Ewok or any of those things.
I think he'd have to be the lion.
Chewbacca would definitely be the one.
The cowardly Chewbacca.
The cowardly Chewbacca. Oh.
We got Princess Dorothy.
Yeah.
That could be Chad.
Princess Dorothy.
I guess possibly Luke Toto.
Luke Toto. Han Toto.
Han Toto.
Han Toto.
That actually, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Han Toto.
Han Toto. We're not in the space something Star Wars. We're not in that anymore.
We're not on Alderaan.
We're not on Alderaan
Star
anymore like
Wars.
that.
We're not in Star Wars anymore.
This is actually
Han
a
Toto.
moon.
How many movies have we launched on the start of this podcast? This is like the 15th one we've done.
One of them's gonna stick.
One of them's gonna stick.
This one I have high hopes for, because this one already has a fan following for both.
Yeah.
So we're like fusion. We're like Japanese and some other flavor of food that shouldn't go together at the same time.
If you're listening, send checks to.
Just go watch the 10 o'clock news the other night. That house you saw with the hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta build a fence.
Yeah.
Luckily, the dogs haven't figured out they run into my fence, it'll fall over.
Are you required to use wood?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
bummer.
They're not doing the Jurassic Park raptor and like checking the fence for weaknesses.
No, not yet. Not yet. They're still trying to go under. But luckily, I'm going to just make it a giant door.
Oh, is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, that way for parties, people just park in the backyard.
8-foot wide saloon doors.
Nice.
You want to come over tomorrow? We can figure that out.
I'll be playing a nice game of Brimstone tomorrow. Been looking forward to it for a week.
At work?
No, after work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm trying not to go to that.
To what, Brimstone?
Well, no, work.
To work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my
I didn't go
vacation
yesterday
request
because
gets,
the HOV lane got blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the picture. That looked awesome.
It was interesting, to say the least. Yeah.
I already got my deal. I'm settled on Fridays for a while.
Yeah, right? Very nice.
Should see more Facebook activity on Fridays.
Right.
Just look for.
Definitely. Because I'm not answering the phone for anybody. So back to Star Wars. Did you see the picture of the Star Destroyer overlaid on Manhattan?
Oh, yes, I did.
That was ridiculous and creepy looking. I got a thing about like big ships scare the hell out of me when they're out of water. So seeing like a gigantic spaceship laid over
Manhattan.
Yeah, that thing, that big thing. Like, oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there's a Central Park on it.
Central Park?
Yeah, is there like some park space where stormtroopers can just chill?
Or even better, there's Central Park and you have like the cast of Friends in Stormtrooper garb. And they just can't figure out how to work out their mid-20s on a Star Destroyer.
Now we've pitched a TV series.
There's a TV series. Pay us money.
We're in Central Perk. In Stormtrooper outfits. We got to find some more lady characters to take, though.
Yeah.
Like, that was half guys, half girls on Friends. Like,
yeah, I mean-
Princess Leia's going to get used and abused.
I have a few friends we can put wigs on.
Oh, wigs.
Stormtroopers could be either way. Or I mean,
True.
Smelly Darth.
Yeah. The only problem is our group of friends, the stormtroopers, are much taller than they should be. All of them.
True.
there's a few short ones. Y'all have a
No,
few.
y'all are
of us.
the Ewoks.
Our Ewoks are 5'10" to 6'2". That's how big our group is.
Well, and the funny thing is sometimes, well, some of them when they lay down, they're the same height.
Yeah, very much so.
No.
So how do you think the new Star Wars movie is going to do? Have you read anything up on it? You see any cool things?
Man, I got a lot of faith in JJ. You know,
I have no faith in
JJ Watt or
Abrams.
JJ Watt directed the movie just out of fear.
I have no faith in J.J. Abrams, but he likes the Star Wars franchise enough that I think he won't screw this up.
How? So what's the beef with JJ?
Star Trek.
Really?
Oh
What?
yeah. There's a lot of us that hate JJ for Star Trek.
your mic stand is very, very tight.
I mean,
It's
we
hard
only
to move
went
away from
through
you.
we only went through like 2 decades of fail with Star Trek movies.
No, every other one failed.
So it's like a Windows release?
basically.
Okay.
Actually,
I know the last
I'm-
two
I'm
are
looking
pretty
forward
solid.
to-
I liked it a
No,
lot.
I'm
and,
looking forward to the next one because JJ's not a part of it.
See, the first one
Well,
I liked. The second one was a little more okay.
Yeah, but
But it wasn't bad.
you're going to a planet with a pre-industrial, I guess, civilization that you're trying to observe, and your idea is to take your ship from orbit and hide it in the ocean.
What's that second word of the thing it's supposed to be? Science.
Yes, fiction.
Oh, that's the word.
But so many products, so many inventions or discoveries are coming from fiction that was sponsored by Star Trek.
But how are they
this-
going to make
this
the
might-
ship look cool coming out of water if it's not
I know.
underwater?
I know.
Exactly.
but this might inspire like an Enterprise-shaped kayak.
Actually, been done.
Been done.
Yes,
You've also-
I've seen it.
You've also got the scene where you've got multiple layers and bridges and huge amounts of space inside the Enterprise, where when the gravity turns off, everyone's flying and falling and dying because it was designed very poorly, which you wouldn't have in an actual military ship.
Have you seen, dude?
Really?
Low is bitter. Have you seen our ships?
Yes, I've been on them. They're very small, very functional. You've got doors. You've got hatches to seal.
wall-to-wall floors and floor-to-ceiling doors.
Yeah, you've got hatches to seal everywhere when you're walking through it. I mean, I've toured the ship out in San Antonio.
Yeah.
No,
Lexington?
Corpus. Yeah, the Lexington.
Yeah,
Yeah,
been
the
there
Lexington.
too.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's not in San Antonio.
It's
in Corpus.
There's no water in San Antonio. The river walk.
Actually, no, there was a lot of rain.
Yes.
There was a lot of water when we were there.
You know, if you watch the movie to enjoy the movie, these things won't bother you as
Yeah.
much.
It's a Star Trek fan thing to kind of.
You ever think that you might be too much of a fan?
Yes, it is very
yeah.
possible that I'm too much of a fan.
Like,
I will admit
I
this.
was a big Star Trek fan. Well, I don't think you can say was, but I watched all of it. Loved Deep Space Nine.
Probably the best one.
Yeah, probably the best one, best storyline. And I love the movies. I thought the movies were great that JJ did.
Also, the one that really gets under my skin is you've got Kirk, who is still in basically college, the Starfleet Academy, and he's just, Pike just says, you know what, you're going to be second in command. You know, throws the entire chain of command out the window.
Well,
you're in command.
He had the right shirt.
Who's to say Spock from the future didn't call Pike and be like, yo, we don't have time to do 2 or 3 more of these movies with him and Starfleet.
It would
go ahead and put him in there now as number 2, and odds are he'll be running the show.
It would
Yeah,
make more sense if that had happened.
And wasn't he like a young
Spock's like-
captain originally too? Wasn't he a young captain?
Yes, but he
originally?
worked his way up.
Yeah, he's supposed to work his way up.
He worked his way up.
Unlike his
he got
knees?
he got a commendation for the incident that in the new movies he got expelled for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we got like 2 hours to tell a story. We ain't got time for all that. You know?
But no, he could have still done it. He still could have gotten the commendation. Then he would have had a better path there. Instead of deciding that Spock and Kirk had to be at odds, they could have still been at odds in other ways. But he admittedly did not care for Star Trek that much when he went into it.
I think I think
might have been
in
a
a
good
lot of
thing.
ways, I think in a lot of ways when you're doing like a reboot of a series or something like that and you're trying to take a new take on it, I think it pays to take someone who doesn't have that like religious dedication to the original source material.
Well, I don't know if it has to be religious, but we'll see with the third one, because now you've got, and of course, whenever I try to think of a name, it flies up my head.
Dude Face McFella.
No,
Whoosh.
writing it, Shaun of the Dead.
Simon Pegg.
Yeah, Simon Pegg is writing the third one.
Yeah, Simon Pegg was actually instrumental in the first 2. I saw interviews with JJ saying that Simon helped out tremendously because he was such a fan.
Yeah.
He was able to come in and make certain suggestions, and he'd show up on his days off just to see what was going on because he's so happy to be involved.
Maybe the bad
So
guy's
I'm
gonna be a
looking forward
zombie.
to it too. It does make me want to see it because I really like his style.
Oh, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the third one.
Yeah, me too. But I don't think the other ones were as bad as you think they were.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like inconceivable.
But I'll tell you what, they didn't
like Neil deGrasse Tyson like getting all stink face about the stars in Titanic.
Yeah.
You know, the sky's not correct.
Yeah, like no one cares about the sky.
Yeah.
She was
I
being
was
painted.
more upset about like, 'cause I had studied Titanic since I was like 6. And then there was like this sappy love story that had nothing to do with the boat. but
You wanted to know more about the boat, didn't you?
well, it's
There's
like
documentaries for that, Chad. You don't need Leonardo DiCaprio to tell you about a boat.
yeah, I know, but it was like none of this doesn't really make me care about any of these people living or dying.
I've never seen the movie.
We saw it. We snuck into it in the theaters after leaving another movie because my uncle was in that one. And the only thing that paid off that movie for me was the kertang sound when that dude bounced off one of the propellers.
That was a great scene.
He falls off the boat. And he's like, spoiler alert. He falls off the boat and he's like falling straight. And all of a sudden you hear this like audible, because we were like on the far right side of the theater. You hear this audible clang and just goes, spins end over end, just falls into ocean.
Have you
this
seen
is brilliant.
Have you seen the slow mo of that like scene?
No.
Yeah, so YouTube, someone took all of the slow mo propeller hits and like people bouncing off the water, all that kind of stuff, and just made it extremely slow. It is awesome.
The Titanic is raining men.
Oh, now I'm gonna still it and put music to it.
Right? We could make the Titanic calendar.
Yeah. Just people fall all the time, falling.
So there, I heard that for JJ's next movie, the big one, Star Wars,
Star Wars.
they have rented out every single IMAX in North America for
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah.
Like, that's going balls deep.
Yeah.
That's get money.
Like, what other movies are going to be like, well, we're going to have to offset when we planned on coming out because we can't get the IMAX for a straight month.
They were all going to offset anyway. No one wants to challenge Star Wars.
Oh, no one does, yeah. But, I mean, still, you used to have a competition on 4th of July.
I think our movie should.
And Christmas. You at least had 3 movies. You had a kids movie, you had a Will Smith movie, and you had something else.
Will Smith.
I mean, he always had either Christmas or 4th of July.
Yeah.
But, you always had that blockbuster. And, I mean...
We've gone a couple of summers without that blockbuster for the July 4th weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my summers have felt like really empty because
they're starting in May now. Like we're getting the good movies are hitting May.
But it's not even remember. Like I remember the summer blockbuster had like the soundtrack that set your soundtrack for the summer.
Yeah,
I
remember that.
Like remember walking out of Transformers and that Linkin Park song. You're like, that's going to be the song for the summer right there.
At least it wasn't Nickelback.
No. If you're gonna bounce off the propeller,
you need a little.
Nice.
Some reverb when you bounce off the prop.
Yeah, we have shiny things.
Yeah,
they're fun to play with.
When the podcast becomes an interpretive dance and music show.
Not dancing.
Camera's on you. Go.
Forgot the camera was on me.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like dead centered on you. Yeah.
Just throw stuff at it.
Drank. Anyway, you said, the soundtrack of the summer and something. We had a point somewhere. Hey, listen to this again.
I was just saying that they're. That's insane for them to have the IMAX for 30 straight days. Everyone in North America, they're expecting this movie to.
Yeah. It will.
Win. They expect it to win movies for the year.
Well, think about back in the 70s when that's when the original one came out, right? And people were going to it 25, 35 times in the theaters.
That's because it was new. No one knew what a movie was back then.
Well,
especially in color.
But there's a bigger following now than then.
They don't have to take their car and go watch it in their car.
Even one,
they
2, and
could
3.
though.
Yeah.
Even with 1, 2, and 3, there was huge lines. I mean, someone would go in, come
I saw
out
it 56 times.
come out crapping on Jar Jar, which
Yeah.
for legitimate reasons, and then go back in and watch it again.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna go watch that piece of crap.
Yeah, that's my beef is the overwhelming fanboyness of it. Where like if you don't even like it, you'll still watch it 56 times. Stop prepaying. Stop giving people money for things that you hate, and they'll probably stop making things that you hate.
Maybe.
But that instant buy-in, where you're like, oh, this is a property I love, I'm gonna go see it regardless.
Yeah.
And then like, well, I'm still gonna get back in line for it 20 times, even though I don't really like it that much.
I mean, you're trying to support it. Like I don't really normally like sequels, but I will support Super Troopers 2.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care.
But Star Wars doesn't need support. It's gonna get money regardless.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
It's
I mean, they're not. It's legitimate to attack every single IMAX because those will be sold out for a month.
You think it'll be sold out for a full month?
I don't think I won't think it'll be sold out for a full month. I think it'll be sold out for the first week. I think it'll be packed for the second week, and the third and fourth week it'll be what a normal IMAX movie would.
It'll be sold out for 2 weeks.
And then it's gonna
I think it'll be 2 weeks straight.
2 weeks straight, it'll be sold out.
It
It'll be
could be.
packed. It'll be packed for another week and a half. The last 4 days is when I'll probably go because it'll be half full.
Well, that's IMAX. You don't have to watch it in the IMAX.
Well, but why not?
Yeah, if you're going to watch it and it's an IMAX, why not?
It's true.
That and I
Does
got
anybody
to
know-
drag Chad to it because I know how much he loves Star Wars.
Does anybody know? Did they shoot
No, I'll
anything
see it.
actually in IMAX?
No clue.
That's going to be a good question, whether it's shot or up converted.
Yeah, because if it's up converted,
like
it's
half the
nice, but it's
screen.
not necessary. But if it's actually shot in IMAX, then it's necessary. It's like Batman Dark Knight. That was awesome in IMAX. Although
Yes.
Yeah, when it's
being in the first row was horrible.
No, we weren't in the first row.
We were close to the
No,
first
you're thinking Harry Potter.
No. Wasn't Dark Knight where we were like
No, that was Harry Potter. That was the
Y'all trying to
Deathly
look up
Hallows.
Hermione's skirts.
'Cause we were like at an angle because someone didn't show up to get us seats when we asked them to because we had a
Nice.
long drive because of them.
No, I remember that.
Yeah,
but
but no, at Dark Knight we were at Santikos, and we were further to the right, but we were in the middle. And every
just thought
time
we were-
that Batman hit someone, the entire seat was just
Yeah.
It would
Oh, so y'all
jolt.
saw it in
was
4D.
awesome. Pretty much. Like if he talked, you were vibrating a little bit, right?
You could
He's just
could feel the Batman voice.
failed. He's like, ooh,
Tell me where she is.
It's like.
Very nice.
So I mean that's why I like IMAX. But
Yeah.
some movies, like I went and saw, I think Avatar in that one.
Oh yeah, James.
You could have stopped it. I saw Avatar.
it was good 3D.
It was good 3D and not IMAX.
Yeah, a visual has never made a story better. Ever.
I forgot about Ferngully. Like, it was a nice refresher.
Hey, you know this book sucked, but I dyed the pages red. Much better.
Very nice.
But no, everything about Avatar was like, wow, you had to wait and create, quotes, the technology to make this shitstorm of a movie. You need to go back to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
The technology's awesome. They can do more with it.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like look at it as a documentary of how the technology is going to help us in the future.
Hopefully, if they use it. Have you seen how they shot it? What it looked like when they were shooting it?
Yes, and I'm not.
It's like a toilet paper roll on 2 pins.
I am. It's like everyone's a green screen, and they're converting it and can watch it live in how it's going to look.
And
Yay.
then, and then
That's like taking a picture of poop, but still a picture of poop.
yeah.
It'd be like animating, but your animation is, instead of taking months for 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes for 5 minutes, and you can see it and you can redo it.
Well, apparently redoing it did not help.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that in Star Wars.
Right. I saw a thing today where they were doing some of the back of the scenes kind of stuff for the last Ultron movie.
Yeah.
With Spader. And I forget the little quick dude and his little Quicksilver and those two.
Yeah.
When they were shooting their scenes with him, he was standing there in what looked to be like a pair of pajamas with all the little dots on them.
Yeah.
But he had a pole coming out of his back that went up like 3 to 4 feet and had 3 eyes on it. And they were told that's where he's at. You talk to the eyes.
Yeah.
And they say if you watch the movie, they tried to cut out of it, but like they look up and watch the eyes. But James Spader is such a good actor, and he was acting like, he was being filmed for that. They're just looking up, down, up.
Yeah, he's such a
up, down. So like they showed the suit and stuff, and I was like, man, that would be difficult for me too, just because he demands the presence. He's like, I'm James Spader. So yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. Saw some back of the stuff, or back of the scenes.
Behind the scenes?
No, back of the scenes.
So they just show like the back of it?
The back of the scenes. But they showed some of that of Ash vs. Evil Dead came out this week, and it looks glorious.
If only the Sir Ed was here to talk.
I know. Sam Raimi did the pilot, so he's going back to old school. It is going to be a delight. His hair is a lot less gray than it was on that one show y'all watched on the USA.
Oh, Burn Notice?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he looks younger than that.
So he's back to like Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Yeah, pretty
awesome.
much. Cool. And like the show is really paying homage to the movies. Like the stuff I saw was the chainsaw. Like basically, he said it's 30 years later. The chainsaw, the book, all that was on the shelf. He had to dust it off and like go again. So, and of course, Sam likes to torture him. So there's a lot of that going on. But it looked really, really fun. I can't wait for it.
What network?
I want to say FX.
I'm kind of okay with waiting for it.
Yeah, let's see if I'm right or not. I should have it on one of my Feedly things here at some point.
What'd you think of the Evil Dead remake?
I thought it was good.
I liked it too.
I mean, it wasn't
very, very horror-ish.
It didn't have the feel of the old horror thrillers that kind of you know that feel. But for an updated version, there was that one, and then the one with all the crap in all the rooms under the ground.
Oh,
Drag Me to Hell.
No, he's talking about Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods.
Okay.
Both of those I thought were probably my favorite two that have come out in quite some time now.
Yeah.
But that one was also due to some of the people in it that were in some of the other shows that I had watched. Like the one little stoner dude was from Dollhouse, wasn't he?
It was all Joss Whedon.
Yeah, it was all Joss Whedon's people. So like everyone I saw was like, yeah, you got to work again. Fox can't get you now. But yeah, it was cool. So I'm gonna try to find out what channel that's on just to be certain.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a video of him hijacking. He wanted to be a weatherman when he was young.
Interesting.
So like, yeah, he came on to do an interview in one of these places, for a con, basically coming on the news saying this con's here, come see me, give me money. But like it came out that he wanted to be a weatherman, so he jacked the weather for that. So he's like doing the weather. And that can't be easy for anyone who's not like prepared to do it. because like if I want to point here, that's a lot of work sometimes. But
Yeah.
if I'm looking that way and I want to point here, like I'd get north and south wrong.
But they have the screen that you can kind of see where you're going.
But still, it's
right?
not as easy as it looks.
No.
I'm pretty sure I did it at the Discovery Channel Museum thing.
Have you ever been to any game ever and watched people try to figure out where they are on the Jumbotron?
Good point.
Yeah.
It's a little different though.
It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Because they really want to like see themselves, so they're not.
Yeah.
They're more worried about what they look like. Whereas I'm going to be like, "Where's the cameraman? I'm going to tackle him. Let's make this fun." Right?
Stars.
Oh,
Stars.
Interesting.
Yeah, they released the video today. It was pretty cool.
That won't have to worry
from the
about
back of the scene.
From the back of the
I'm
scenes.
coining that now. From the back of the scene.
that is horrible. You're going to confuse someone. Like we're going to have a guest, and he's going to be like, "Yeah, the back of the scenes, you know." What? Are you from the north?
Or the far east.
It's from beyond the wall.
Oh yeah, but I definitely look at that trailer. It was kind of cool.
Oh man, now in my head I've got Snoop's "What's My Name," but with that opening line from the backs of the scenes.
Nice.
We just wrote half a song.
Yeah. Maybe we can put it on one of the 20 shows or movies that we have pitched. If someone copyright 2015 on everying.
I don't think that's how it works.
And while we're at it, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.
Libsyn.
Welcome to the Third Coast Nerds podcast. I'm Chad.
Oh, we have a guest today. It's Mike. Welcome back, Mike.
Hello.
Is it just Mike? Because usually the Sir Ed is there, and that's a lot more words.
Oh,
than
how
Mike.
about Mikey Mike?
Just to throw people off.
Oh, yeah, wait, what, did it just start? See, we time traveled. Your intro time traveled. Are we still in today?
That's
No, this is tomorrow.
this is
If you're
today-
listening, it's tomorrow.
This is today's, tomorrow's yesterday.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got to come up with a name for Mike.
Time is but a door.
Mike and
What
Ike?
is it?
Yeah, you should work on your own nickname. You know,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll ask my son and then
Don't stutter because you'll end up being DD Mike, and we've already got a DD Sir Ed. But yeah,
I'll probably have to throw out everything he suggests. But
who
my son?
that
Mike and Ike.
does he listen to us?
No,
Oh,
I can hide it.
He's not old enough yet.
like hey buddy, we need a nickname for your dad.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see this.
See what he comes up with.
Yeah.
He'd send it to us in like font size 6 and lowercase. He's always so quiet.
Hey there, fella. Hey there, fella, with the noise.
Yeah.
You should listen to him.
Time travel.
He likes to be an administrator on
Minecraft.
No, it's what is that?
Ventrilo.
Gary's Mod.
Ah,
Oh,
Gary's
that's the same
Lawn.
thing.
Some kind of thing. I don't know.
It's on the computers.
It's on the computers.
Got
Yeah.
graphics.
It's not on my TI-86 calculator, so I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
Never really been into the Minecraft, Gary's Mod kind of stuff.
I don't when it first came out. They're doing a live action movie. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I-
it's
how
going
are
to be
they
worse
gonna
than
do that?
Pixels. Can we say Pixels?
No, we
Does
have
anyone
Pixels.
care?
Yeah, with
Pixels.
Pixel. We can't say Pixel.
Stop giving Adam Sandler money.
Was anyone see that yet?
No.
No, that's how sad it is.
What does Rotten Tomatoes say?
Probably
For what, Pixels?
10%.
It's not 10 or 12. It's got to be better than that.
It's not what movie we looked
Fantastic
up last
Four
week?
got like 8.
Yeah.
I mean,
the one.
Yeah.
It's the battle of which movie you hate the most. You know, it's Pixels or Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Pixels.
Oh.
Shout out to an episode title I came up with.
What?
I mean, it has
Go back a couple.
16.
16?
Audience score is 55. But it has.
Did he put Rob
Has
Schneider
Peter-
in it? He had to put Rob
Yeah,
Schneider
Peter
in it.
Dinklage is the only reason I would want to. Well, not
I'm gonna see
almost
it.
the only reason.
I'm gonna see it because
There was another movie he was in.
That was
and
the
they were
Knights
chasing
of
the devil in the
Badassdom?
woods.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That was a good movie.
So Mills won something on Facebook. He liked someone's post, right? And they sent him the movie on Blu-ray and a poster. So he was like, "Yes." So Summer Glau was supposed to be at the con. So he's like, "You can get it signed." He's like, "I can." And then his dog ate it.
Oh. Did he like put it back together?
The dog only has 3 legs. Separate instances, actually.
What? The dog ate the poster,
And now
and
the
now
dog.
he had to put the dog back together.
Yeah.
No, I was saying, did he collect the excrement from the dog and put the poster back together so he could take it and have it signed by Summer Glau?
And I said the dog
a lot of
has
work,
only 3
but-
legs.
Here's a quick lesson in how to get a restraining order against you.
Oh, did you already do it? I didn't
Yeah,
catch it.
if you approach anybody and you say, "Hey, this thing in this Tupperware container used to be a poster of you." Do you mind signing the lid?
Nah, man, duct tape that thing back together around the edges. Yeah,
Just smear it out, let it dry.
that would not be fun.
It's intriguing to me because I watched a 20-minute video of some ancient method of making paper in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that I disappeared into. So now, like, my brain is like,
Can you make some?
how do you
You look like you're an old person with a walker.
That's pretty much what it is.
You know what? We
There's like
should
a
make
tray.
paper in old folks' homes. give them the paper thing, and they just think they're walking. Like, change the backdrop.
Yeah.
Like, have the hallway like just
a green
slowly.
screen.
Like, it doesn't have to move fast. You can use the same footage like every 3 feet because they're not going to remember it.
And this is why you're a bad person. You're like,
Coming soon,
You're
Third
like Ben,
Coast Nerd
You're like
Papyrus.
Ben Stiller
Yeah,
I'm not
but
that short.
and Happy Gilmore.
yeah, but cut to the future where Summer Glau's in a nursing home, just taking dumps in Tupperware and signing it for her fans.
That should not be a movie.
I remember when I was a young girl, someone asked me once to sign a container full of feces. I cut out the middleman.
I signed my own containers.
Now I just eat my own posters and chat in containers and sign them. She's somehow British now.
She's a male
I
British.
was like, she's male and British.
It sounded like Barry Poppins to me.
Barry Poppins' cousin. Like, it wasn't even full Barry.
He's the black sheep of the family.
It was like Jerry.
Movie concept, the 8th, Mary Poppins, except for Summer Poppins, and she's doing all like the Firefly gymnastic thing, and she's just killing people with umbrellas.
That could work.
I'm pretty sure that could just be the sequel of Firefly. Just like she gets back to Earth.
Or just
Her
name
only
it
weapon.
Mary Poppin Lockin.
Mary Poppins, like, yeah.
Oh,
Street.
taking that from Ed.
That's what happens when the Sir Ed doesn't show up.
Damn you, the Sir Ed.
So, Mike, having fun?
Yeah.
Welcome.
I'm gonna have an alcoholic root beer.
Yeah.
I'll take one.
Yeah, nice. On a scale from like 0 to like $50, how much would you pay for a Tupperware container of
Summer
like,
Glau's
Glau's.
species.
Yeah, I'm not even talking like maybe like a soybean salad worth. I'm not talking about like a Chipotle afternoon kind of. You know, it's not like a large container of it. It's like, you know,
I'm not that much of a fanboy. I would not pay for any.
not much fanboy. At what point? Because like if you go back far enough, at what point did someone?
She's
say,
a vegetarian, actually.
A vegetarian. Okay, so it's probably pretty clean.
surprising.
Maybe greenish. It's got some chlorophyll in it. You know,
Electrolytes.
electrolytes.
That's what the plants need.
The better question is, whose feces would you pay for?
Ooh.
That's an interesting quandary.
I know my answer, but you go first.
Yes, Chad, we will all go after you.
Well, I'm reading The Martian right now. And
Space poop does not count.
yeah. Well, I'm reading The Martian right now, and there's actually there's a very credible use for feces if you're on the surface of Mars.
Well, yeah.
Huh?
Well, besides fertilizer.
When breathe and to breathe.
Yeah, food.
You need the
We're going weird. I'm going weird.
The gases combined and provide you oxygen.
I mean, dogs do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that way too well. At least I have to clean them up after them.
Yeah, that instant that Finding Nemo regret or that forgetfulness. Where it's like you just like that goldfish 5-second memory. It doesn't remember it fell out of its own ass.
I want to know more about your Finding Nemo regret. What were you and Nemo doing?
Sometimes,
where did you find Nemo?
So sometimes a lot of these things aren't words that I was looking for.
We don't know what Kyle was looking for, but
I need my Stay Puft so I can ask him where
It's over there somewhere.
Nemo touched him. Where on the doll over there
Where on the
did
doll
Nemo
did you
touch
find,
you?
No, where on the doll did you find Nemo?
To basically cut to the chase, Nemo eats a Subway. Next question.
Oh. And you bought that poo? All right, Chad's broke. Next.
So you said you're watching The Martian or reading The Martian?
Reading The Martian, yes.
Did you watch The Martian? Or are you
It's
planning
not-
It
on
hasn't come out
watching
yet. It hasn't come out yet.
I am definitely watching The Martian.
I haven't heard much about it, but it's Ridley Scott.
It's Ridley Scott.
So-
It's Matt Damon, and it looks good. Neil deGrasse Tyson is freaking out about it.
Oh, the star's not right?
No. He's psyched about it.
Oh, yeah. I read something about him today, but I don't remember what it
Huge fan of
was.
Matt Damon.
Well, besides that, it's like a science hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ridley Scott has confirmed he's doing Prometheus 2 next, which I'm looking forward to quite a bit.
I don't understand the beef with Prometheus. I liked it.
It was okay.
It was a little slow.
No, but
It was-
go freak out Star Trek wise and tell me how bad it is.
It's not that it was bad. I loved pieces of it. I loved a lot of the pieces of it. It just seemed disjointed. The people just didn't seem.
I think a lot of that was the way it was shot, and that's why I thought it was kind of sluggish.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they were trying to set some sort of tone that didn't quite hit right.
Yeah.
Because it did seem like, everything was like they taped things with a 20-second delay almost throughout most of the movie, and it felt a little slow. Like, I don't know, but overall I thought that it was pretty good. I mean, like you said, there were some really good times with it.
It's because the atmosphere on that planet.
It probably was. I mean,
Well,
that and the tape delay, they're a really long way away.
I mean, that's we sent here from there.
But there's a lot of things they probably can and can't do because of movies that have already come out or what they plan to do in the future that could have impacted that. But they had to make something new for themselves too.
They said they're ignoring Aliens 3 and 4.
Okay, all right. So did I.
Like 3 and 4 on the credits, or
No. They're and actually, I think there's going to be a new. Besides Prometheus, I think there's going to be a new Aliens movie.
Yes.
And they're ignoring 3 and 4. They don't exist.
Good. That's what most of the fans think too. So
Yes, as my
because I think it was 1, 2, then Aliens versus Predator.
Sean's through all 4 now. So
Oh, yeah?
we haven't
you let them watch the.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm kind of lax.
It's like having your kid watch episode 1 first.
No. I let him watch them in order. He's watched them all
Okay.
in order. He's playing the game too. In the game, I don't know if you've seen it. Takes place with in the kind of the same atmosphere as Aliens 1. It's very, very well put together.
Yeah.
Same type of ship. Same atmosphere.
Cool. I haven't played many games. I played some
Anything
Civilization
like,
5 the other day.
Crisis?
Yeah.
Anything like Crisis? Because if they made it like Crisis, I think it could be a really good game.
I remember seeing
I don't play
videos. There's a guy who always freaks out about horror games and spazzes out. The
Horror
Five Nights
games
Or horror games. I had
Horror
the same
games.
question.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Could
the
be
Five Nights at
mine.
Freddy's.
Okay.
Yeah, he screams a lot and it's hilarious. He goes, he has a voice like this. Oh, where are you? Where? I know you're there. Yeah, so he plays the alien game and there's
Japanese anime?
and he's also a sushi chef and he's making things real time while he's playing the game. It's very confusing.
Okay, I gotta see this.
Yeah.
And every picture he takes from behind the sushi counter is a Polaroid. He has got to shake it.
Ah.
So,
now,
yeah.
is he taking that with a camera, or is he
No.
taking it with a phone?
It's a Polaroid. So
Yeah,
you
they
tell
have
me.
the Polaroid phone, though.
Yeah, but I don't think. I don't know. If you
Maybe
have to
he's
shake
the
those.
developer and he has it.
He does not.
He could.
No.
What was the horror movie like early 2000s where they're in a glass house and
The glass house?
Oh, I know what you're talking.
not there. It's got all the spells and stuff around the glass house, and they had to have special glasses. It had Matt Lillard in it, I think.
Lily.
I've seen that, actually.
She used to come to my Starbucks when I worked there. Lily Allen, not Allen. Lily. Let me see if I can find it.
Somebody named Lily. We're gonna go on Lily. Lily coming once.
13 Ghosts?
Yes, 13 Ghosts.
Yeah. I typed in Matt Lillard Glass House in Google.
Boom.
Yeah.
He should do something soon. Oh, I guess he's doing the new SLC. Never mind.
Are they making another one of those?
Yeah.
Why?
They're bringing back someone that's dead too.
Hollywood, please stop answering questions that no one asks.
Yeah, that movie is only good because of when it came out.
What, 13 Ghosts?
No, SLC Punk.
SLC Punk?
Yeah, like it was a good movie, but like if it were 2 years earlier or 2 years later, it would have bombed.
Yeah.
Like it found the time, and it hadn't. It's not that time again. It's not yet.
Yeah, it's like that for a lot of things.
There's a phrase mentioned earlier. You need pharmaceuticals, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. If I were to watch it again, my doctor would have to be really nice.
Well, even then, it's like if there's an option where it's either you can watch the movie or you can get stabbed. I'm gonna be like,
What are you getting stabbed with?
Like maybe just like
Poo.
in between, yeah, like a sharp bamboo stick with some poo on it, Vietnamese style.
Vietnamese poo? No, I'll watch it.
Wow.
No Vietnamese.
All right, we just lost a listener.
Right. Sorry.
Well, the Viet Cong. If you go back to the Vietnam War, that was actually a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Get some poo on a stick and stab them with it. Done. Weapons.
Do you like to lubricate it?
Yeah, it makes it go in easier if there's poo on it, Kyle.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. I'm thinking of anything. I would never poo on a stick.
I think the problem is you're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm drinking from now on in these things.
Yeah. If we were ever to make like a connect the dots book of any of these episodes, no numbers, just really horrible jokes.
We should draw it and then send it to Neil deGrasse Tyson and see what star it is.
Yeah.
We can create stars too.
Okay, so mine was wrong. Lily Taylor was in The Haunting with Liam Neeson and Catherine Zeta-Jones,
Liam Neeson's?
but not the same movie.
I don't even remember what I was going to say about the movie now.
The Glass House movie?
Yeah, the Glass. I can't remember.
Never throw poo at a glass house?
Never throw poo at a glass house. If Summer Glau were to go on a Taco Bell and Chipotle bender and she filled many rooms in the glass house with excrement and signed the wall, what would the high bid on that be?
On the house or the room?
Because you got to think there's a guy out there that's like, I'm gonna Scrooge McDuck through that, and it's gonna be sweet.
All right, I'm done.
The Scrooge
I'm so done.
The Scrooge McDeuce. The Scrooge McDeuce.
Hashtag Scrooge McDeuce.
That'll make the comments when
Neil
this gets
comes
posted.
through with a winner. That's gonna be if you don't search for the episode, search for hashtag Scrooge McDeuce.
Oh wow! So what didn't you like about the Star Trek movies, Mike?
Full circle.
Because by now, after all this, they gotta sound pretty good by now.
Right? You know what I think is sounding pretty good right now?
I don't even want.
Don't tell me a Taco Bell bender.
Yeah.
Oh no. One of my favorite Marvel chicks may actually get her own show now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've actually bought the pilot, or they've asked for the pilot for I don't remember her last name.
On that note, I did finish the series.
Which one?
Shield.
Oh, it's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know what you're talking about.
It's
I saw the setup.
Adrian Palicki.
For some reason,
Well,
when
I thought she was going to do the spinoff.
They said yes, and then we came back on the next podcast and said no, and the podcast after that we said no again, and then they released today that they actually ordered the pilot.
Nice.
So apparently she got more popular. I don't know.
Well, I thought they were going to have like two main characters on that show.
Well, her and
This one's going to be called
partner.
Marvel's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Is it her and her husband, or?
I'm not sure. A lot. I mean, they just ordered the pilot, so
See.
I know that they've been throwing around a couple of things, but hopefully something sticks.
Yeah.
She can carry a show. She's got the looks.
I thought she was like, when I first saw her, I looked up to see if she was Natasha Henstrich's sister, because she looks so much like her.
They are fairly similar.
They got. There's some like long necks.
Blonde,
And
tall.
tall.
Do they both have moles?
Possibly. I don't know.
I think they might.
They got like hair to chin faces and like ear to ear cheeks.
Yeah.
You know, all that good stuff. All the properties you want. In a
They have all the
face.
necessary pieces. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Star Trek movies, Mike. Why didn't you like them?
Also, if you go back to it, the first Enterprise, they get accidentally beam into the water supply,
Only one of them does.
It's freaking steam powered. It's a steam powered Enterprise.
Okay, so I mean, if you were
That's the cooling system.
Hey, remember that second word I was talking about earlier?
That's the cooling vents. That's what they used to.
Well, there's different eras and everything that you have to go through, right? So if you're going to go at some point in space travel, there's going to be the steampunk era of space travel. We're just hammering brass and making spaceships, and
This is Kyle.
Also, the lens flare really got to me because
the
if you're
lens
on,
flare was ridiculous.
if you're on a bridge, if you're in a dangerous situation, you want a light shining right in your eyes.
Yeah?
Yeah, lens flare about everything was ridiculous. And also, shout out to all of our peers, because I'm going to go ahead and say peers, we're on YouTube. All of our peers that shoot how-to videos or any video for that, learn how to pull focus on your damn camera. I don't care about some kind of like artsy focus transition that makes if you're going to do a how-to, I don't need 30 seconds of blur with 5 seconds of what I'm supposed to be seeing.
And when you say blur, you don't mean the music, right? Like song number 2.
If I had, it would make a how-to more interesting. If I had to watch a how-to on how to convince a top flight actress on how to poo in Tupperware containers, and it was just blurry for a second, but like woohoo, poop, and that would be better than the quality of the videos these people are producing.
That's funny because it was song number 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I brought that back around with the song title.
This podcast is the shit.
It's yeah. Glad I brought me galoshes.
What do you think about the root beer?
Very nice, very nice. And
Did you go into
root
it
beer's for
thinking?
sissies.
Did you think about it as a root beer or as a beer?
when you're drinking, it's a root beer.
Thank you. You can't say
Yeah.
it's a beer, otherwise it's a horrible beer.
It was
But if
very
you go
tasty.
in- yeah,
It
I got
was
another
very
one.
tasty.
You want one?
I'm good. But yeah, shout out to another podcast, Ratchet Fleek.
Who? What about last week?
Ratchet Fleek.
Ratchet Fleek?
Yeah, it's my friend's podcast.
Which friend?
I've done twice. Josie.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yo.
And that is the first podcast which I have had one of those beers. And crossover, I also hyped this podcast too on that. So if you want to hear me promote Third Coast Nerds on another podcast, you should go find that eventually whenever we get hosting for it. I don't know.
Was that yesterday or today?
It was 3 months ago. It was 3 months ago, 5 weeks from now.
Okay, I got it. That's good.
I just really broke a lot of people's brains with math.
You're a day off.
Hopefully not.
No, you're right. It's half a day off.
Well, hear me now and think about it again next week.
And if you can tell us when it was actually recorded, you win a prize.
Right.
I'm sponsoring it.
If you can hear the position of the stars, you're better than I am sciencing. So, good for you.
That's because I'm into astrology.
I would like to hear it.
So did you guys see the release from Marvel today with the teams for Civil War?
No.
Yeah, they released some images that have who's on what team as everyone clicks away. Like, ooh, new stuff. Let me go find.
You could have sent links. Made it easier.
Yeah, this is more fun.
So which one is Iron Man on Team Edward? Does he sparkle now?
You start that. And drop the mic.
Well, Ed's not here to defend Twilight. So
Does Ed,
Set the mic down gently.
defend Twilight?
I don't know if he defends it. He openly admits to watching it, but he also openly admits to being a 13-year-old girl.
I will
so
openly admit to watching the first two because,
You're a bad person.
as a good son, my mother wanted to see them, and I went with her.
Okay, you realize
A
even
good
if
son
you're
would have
in-
stopped her from watching it.
Yes. or
You have to let them have their things.
you know how like when your parents want to talk, but you don't want to, so you just let them talk. Right? You could have taken a book and a headset.
They were kind of funny.
Get out.
If you look at it in a comedic way.
We watched the first one.
No, we watched part of it because it was the only thing on the cruise ship, and we were waiting for the bar to open.
Your weekend, your weekend for Back to the Future.
Yeah.
that was every night between 8:30 and 8 a.m. was just Twilight the whole time.
Nice.
And the theater on the cruise would play Twilight the rest of the day, so you could literally watch Twilight 24 hours a day in the
Yes.
Caribbean.
So if Star Wars is selling out, if Star Wars is buying all the IMAX screens, what would be the next level thing? Would you buy all the screens on a cruise ship?
The one screen?
The one screen?
The one screen that has a
There's
rip
only
in
one
it?
screen?
There's only one screen, and the projector had 3 colors coming out of it.
Nice.
Okay, who's this
And
girl with?
the seats were sticky, not
the
just the
captain.
floor.
The girl with the captain?
Yeah,
Oh,
is that who we're talking about in the new series?
Okay, so the description is
Sharon
Iron Man.
Carter?
Oh, is that? Okay, that's what's her name.
We talking about the Civil War teams?
That's the nurse
Yeah.
agent. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talking about the Civil War teams?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so the description: Iron Man, who favors registration,
Yeah.
has War Machine, Black Panther, the Vision, and Black Widow to fight on his side. On the other, Captain America is backed by Hawkeye, Ant-Man, Winter Soldier, Falcon, and S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Sharon Carter.
You think the Vision would be neutral in this? I mean, he just got here.
Is he the Vision?
Yeah.
No, he's the.
He's just Vision.
He's
Well,
the
Vision.
Vision.
They usually say the Vision, but it could be just. I think it's right both ways. I've heard it both
Okay.
ways.
And then when he gets the android upgrade, he's like the Visionary,
Oh.
and then he becomes Popsicle Vision,
What about when he's the Visionist?
the Visionist.
Yeah.
Then he'll have like some kind of weird screwy CSI like show on CBS.
The Visionist.
We keep making shows.
Hollywood's going to listen to this.
Yes.
Hollywood's gonna listen. Stop
be
giving.
financed.
Give me all of Adam Sandler's money.
No,
Right?
kidding.
We can do so much more with it.
Wait a second.
I will bury Rob Schneider under a mountain of summer glouse shat.
Shouldn't Ant-Man here be with Captain America's?
You would think that Ant-Man would be with the Captain
And why is there a
Americas.
Falcon flying in the back and the Falcon's in the front?
Yeah, that kind of threw me off, but
I think that's a ship.
No.
it looks like a Falcon. But I don't know. It does seem like it has a pretty nice wingspan.
It is a sweet wingspan, you might say.
Yeah.
This is where they bring in
Mine
Guardians of the
says also,
Galaxy.
is that Falcon's wings floating around, or are we going to be introduced to Red Wing this film?
I don't know Red Wing.
I don't know Red Wing either, Chad. 1980s comics.
I'm leaving this one
No,
alone.
I know 1980s comics, but I've never heard of Red Wing.
Hey, Google Red Wings.
Oh, wait.
We're
No,
going to get boots.
wait no, that's a Falcon.
Redwings.com. Official sponsor.
Chad gets it.
You would think everyone here would.
If you
the
wanna
industries
keep-
we
did.
worked in.
I did. I have them at home. But
Yeah, I don't know who Red Wing is either.
It's another action figure to sell. I don't really care. I couldn't really care about that.
who else is missing? We're missing the Hulk. We're missing Ant-Man.
Yeah, Hulk's not on the pictures, but it is said that he is on
missing
Captain
Spider-Man?
America's side. Spider-Man, they may not let us say what side he's on.
Well, he's going
since
to be
we
on
don't-
Iron Man's side unless they totally throw away the
Yeah.
comics.
Thor doesn't give a flying rat's ass because this
Yeah.
isn't his planet. And whatever team they put Hulk on is going to win, so they may not put him in this one.
Yeah. I would actually like to see Thor in there saying,
Y'all are
I'm
dumb.
out." Yeah.
Like, peace.
No, you have Iron
Well,
Man with the Hulk
he goes to
Buster.
that cave to cleanse themselves in the water of Lake Minnetonka or whatever.
Yeah.
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 No, I think
He
Hulk
should be
is
like,
in
beam me up, Scotty. Get me out of here.
Lens flare and I'm out.
He's gonna be on Cap's side because they've already shown the images of the Hulkbuster Iron Man suit.
In this? Interesting.
It's either this or the new Avengers. I know I've
well,
seen.
not only is that interesting because they've got Scarlett Johansson on Iron Man's side.
Yeah. Well, with all the stuff that happened in the last Captain America and all that stuff, she's kind of got a target on her. She was the last one sitting there having to own up for what the Avengers did after Avengers 2.
Well, yeah, but then you have
So you would think, she's on the radar.
yeah.
She's with that, and I don't know. It is kind of surprising with her on one side and her BFF on the other. But
Okay, now that we're back on the Avengers, and I wasn't here for the Avengers podcast, I'm gonna go way back.
Yeah,
the way back
get,
machine.
get the mic in your face hole.
Sorry. There was a rumor that the Avengers or that Tony Stark and others were slut shaming the Black Widow. Did anyone know where that would have been in the movie? Because I've watched the movie twice.
They did it on a late show. They did it on like a talk show.
I've watched it twice.
wasn't-
I couldn't see it.
It wasn't like the characters in the movie. It was
The actors.
promo that they were doing outside. They
Oh.
yeah, it was like on Conan O'Brien. Or
Okay, because
something like
saw that thing twice. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about?
that. So they're like, yeah, the Black Widow is kind of a slut. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they did that after the credits ended. They rewound the credits in slow-mo, and if you waited for 2 more hours, Jerry Springer scene came up.
There's a jump cut of like Black Widow's banging dudes. Just like tons of
Iron
them.
Man, you're not the father.
I was wondering why that guy in the Pee Wee Herman outfit wouldn't leave the theater. But yeah, what do you guys think of the teams? Any surprises here besides these random wings flying in the background?
We got the Panther coming in and going right ahead with team registration. That's kind of
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah, you would assume War Machine would be there. Tony
where
Stark,
you
it
have,
always
like-
throws me off. I assume Captain would be Captain and
Tony would be switched.
Tony would be
Same.
switched.
Same.
No.
Well, no,
Well,
because Tony didn't have to register. He's in a suit, right? So
he's also out.
yeah.
He came out like in the first episode, in the first movie.
Yeah.
true.
So I mean, he's pretty much said what?
And
What?
Yeah, Captain America is the one that's going to fight the power, fight for what's right, no matter what's going on.
Fight for
He's the
good.
one
But
with
would he fight for your right to party?
I think he would.
If you
Black
taught him how
Panther
to
would.
party,
That's true.
yeah.
As long as there was no alcohol and no drugs and boys and girls stayed 5 feet away from each other.
No swearing. No, there could be dancing, but no swearing.
Oh.
They made that very clear in the movie.
So who's number one on the cast? Like when it comes down to the brawl, who comes out on top right now?
Iron Man.
Yeah, because in the comic,
It's going to be a giant slurry of CGI fighting that...
Well,
yeah.
do you think it's going to, if it follows the comic at all, spoiler alert for anyone who's watching, Captain dies.
Yeah.
Good.
And then what? Bucky becomes the next Captain America
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
And then now the new one that comes out is a black Captain America. So I think it's like Obama.
No, it's the Falcon. The Falcon takes it up.
No, Obama is now Captain America.
Galactus. I can't do an Obama, but like Galactus.
Is there anyone on this that would, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, compete with Vision?
No.
Iron Man's got a suit for him a bit.
They're on the same team.
Yeah.
And Vision is a suit in himself that has like internet powers. Like he can meme you while you talk crap to him. He's like, you know what? I just emailed your mom. What? You can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, see, the Vision would be almost the match for the Hulk. So they
Does
could put the Hulk
Vision,
in there.
to get something uploaded, does Vision have to yell World Star, or can he just think World Star?
Hack the planet.
Right.
Back the planet.
But yeah, I mean, and that's kind of what I'm looking at is you have 2 dudes in suits, a Black Panther, hottie.
Oh my goodness! I didn't realize they put the black guys in the same position.
Yeah.
Put the women in the same position.
Yeah, they did it. Yeah. But see, Ant-Man is not on the top. I don't know why he's not in there.
I have no idea what picture you guys are looking at.
Why is Hawkeye on top?
God.
Like, why is he on that team? That doesn't make sense to me.
He doesn't. He's anti-registration, I suppose.
Yeah, he's hiding his own identity.
Oh, yeah, I guess he has that like family out in the middle of nowhere, and
Yeah.
I wonder how many families you think he actually has. Like, he's like this break. I'm going to go to Sheila. It's Sheila this time.
That would be
Sheila
awesome.
and little Belinda, and then next time it's going to be what's his actual wife's name? The one in the movie.
Don't remember.
Well, that
So,
one.
on a scale from 1 to Hulk. No, well, Hulk's too good. On a scale from 1 to Thor's brother, that's not even his real
That's
brother.
Loki.
Where would you rank Black Panther from the comics?
Ooh.
2.
He's a 5.
I've heard he's very.
Every
Loki.
character has been
Loki.
as great
The
and
badass.
as god awful as you could ever wish them to be in terms of comics. It all depends on who wrote it and how much like the editors gave a damn about what they were.
What
was
should I
actually coming out.
expect from Black Panther? I know absolutely nothing about it. I just know that every time
They
I
hate
see
white
him,
people.
every time I see him, I think he looks retarded.
I think you
Like,
should
I think it
expect
was dumb.
a slightly less technological Batman.
Okay.
He's gonna be a
Is he rich?
yeah.
Okay.
He's rich. He has wonderful resources and he has wonderful technology, but he doesn't quite have like the belt with everything, and he hasn't thought everything through. But he has all the moves.
Is his tail real?
He doesn't have a tail.
He should. That's where his belt stuff should be.
That would
Utility
be
tail.
Was he?
Does he have an endorsement deal with Puma?
Was his parents killed
How do you think
by
he got
a
his money?
panther?
There's a Puma character in Marvel.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, I know, but we haven't written him in yet. Okay. So product placement.
So
Was it where his parents killed when he was younger by a puma?
No, they were killed by, I think, it was kind of almost a Lion King kind of story. I think it was like a family fight.
So like Uncle Ned's like, I want your money.
I'm thinking I might have this messed up because there's the comics and then there's the cartoons.
And there's a small old hero named Rafi that comes out and like, yo, I'm Mufasa's boy.
Yeah.
check this picture out. Here's a picture that shows them in action.
So what is that?
So you see, it looks. I don't know
like
what
a drone.
that is. Yeah, the other one, they have it blown up here.
It's in the background.
So you have Falcon here with his wing spread. You guys can't see it because it's over here. But like right there, that looks very drone-esque.
Yes,
and that's what we're thinking was the red wing from something that none of us ever knows anything about.
Okay,
so but that looks very mechanical to me. Less person than.
There's going to be 400 characters in this movie, and you're
movie has
not
400
really going to care about all of them.
But they're hiding this. They got this.
There's an Easter egg here, and I want to know what it is.
It's not really an Easter egg.
Internet.
It's easy to see.
It's
But who is it?
it's probably a drone that tries to find them so they can be registered.
It's one of the 400 different iterations of Iron Man that Captain America rewired.
Maybe it's Ultron.
Ooh.
Nah.
Still don't care.
Okay, Red Wing is actually a falcon,
Like a bird?
an actual bird.
Yeah, it's a bird.
A mechanical bird?
No, a real bird, and apparently bought by Sam Wilson. Who's Sam Wilson?
That's the current Captain America, the black one.
Okay,
That's the Falcon.
So the Falcon has a falcon.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So maybe they're giving him a mechanical.
I wonder if he knows falconry.
He's a dude bird that has a bird.
So maybe they're giving him a mechanical.
Does he
bird.
talk? Like you walk up to him and you're like, "Hey, Falcon, what's up?" He looks up. His falcon comes down. He writes him a little note. Gives him to the Falcon. The Falcon flies to your shoulder. You got to read the note.
And he's like, I got Twitter, but I'll get a message to you in like 3 days.
No, it would be so much better if it was this far apart. So like, he's got to write the note while he's looking at you.
I swear.
With them falcon eyes.
I swear the more that we develop into this Marvel universe, the more it just seems like the Coon storyline in South Park had it right. Because I'm still like Pinkberry Crunch is going to come out of nowhere.
Yeah. I'm going to be entertained though.
Oh, speaking of that
Cereal?
South Park episode, Professor Chaos.
Yeah.
There's an actual guy who actually tried to kill tons of people in the U.S. who's in Supermax who went by Professor Chaos.
Did he wear a tinfoil hat?
I don't believe so.
Her brother named.
But he's actually set to be released in a few years.
You gonna look him up?
Yeah.
No,
So-
I meant like when he gets out.
Who knows?
Are there any surprises for the way the alignment has gone for
Not-
the MCU? Not at all.
No, there's not. I stopped being surprised by Marvel movies a while back.
You gonna get all negative again?
I think
It's not negative. It's just it's extremely predictable. Like the movies.
Because it's been written down before.
Yeah.
They only have like 60 years of comics to go through.
Well, as many movies as we're in now, like that sense of wonder's kind of vanished because we're like, oh, we're on movie 18 now, and they're still churning them out. Like it would have lost some of the spectacle had you if we're looking at like Back to the Future 19 right now.
Yeah.
Like friggin' Marty McShaky and Doc, whoever. If we're looking that deep into these movies now, we're going to be like, yeah.
To a degree.
Now it's like a time-traveling Bugatti because we got to sell those now.
Okay, so it's Dr. Chaos, not Professor Chaos. He was a former systems administrator. He used the internet to recruit a group of adolescent disciples, and
But he's a doctor, so at least he finished school.
yeah, they were responsible for 28 power failures and other service-related interruptions, and then they caught him with hoarding potassium cyanide and sodium cyanide in an unused Chicago Transit Authority storeroom, and they thought they were going to try to...
Hoarding is one thing. It'd be so much better if you were whoring out cyanide.
Right?
Like,
you need your fix?
He'd
I
pick
got
the
cyanide.
locks
Yeah.
on several doors of the tunnels.
$5 a turn.
Chicago.
So Chad, since you're gonna have more free time, note to self: don't do that.
Yeah. Turns out I'm probably not that inclined to do all the stuff he did.
Some of it. I can see some of it. Online Army?
Maybe Online Army.
But not the underground killing of people in Chicago.
No.
With potassium cyanide.
No, because that's way evil.
Sounds like a fun weekend.
Fun weekend. Well, I could borrow your Hydra pen, just so we can blame that for the reasons why.
Could work.
Yeah, I could be on the sand, just be like, "Hail Hydra, Hail Hydra."
This could be awesome. Where's the Hydra pen?
I just picture like a murder trial going like to people's court. You know. Dun, dun, dun.
How'd that go again?
That was pretty good, actually. That was very good.
Way to go.
If I'm going to be forced to talk about it, I'm going to murder, death, kill the conversation good. So welcome to it.
Yeah. That's going to be very helpful for keeping the conversation going. Now we have 2 Kyles.
Well,
This is my job.
He was slacking last episode, so I figured I'd go ahead and fill the void.
I think last episode he forgot we were doing an episode.
Yeah.
I was drinking.
We only finished 3 bottles of wine.
We had one before we came up.
Yeah, but I only drank out of that one and 2 of them up here. What you did after I left, which my friend said they ran into you at Molly's or something. So, yeah, it was a buddy.
Do you remember going to Molly's?
Yes. Yeah, you ran into someone talking about paints.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and dogs.
Yeah.
Are you going to paint your dog?
Yeah, I get daily reports on your activities.
Because I run into all your friends while I'm out.
That could be the use for the Falcon drone. You can follow your brother around.
No, apparently, like everywhere I go, I've met them when I was underage at a party of Neil's. So they're like, "Hey, you're Neil's brother," and I'll talk for 3 hours. And Neil's like, "Hey, so you ran into so and so?" I'm like, "Yeah." I hang out with them like 3 times a week now. He's like, "Yeah, I haven't seen him in 2 months." And that's
You see Charlie a lot more than I do.
Yes, I do.
So, yeah.
But yeah, well, to bring it back and to dial down any negativity, it's going to be a fun
we're not
movie.
talking about Marvel, huh?
It's going to be a fun movie.
They always are.
It's always going to be a fun movie, but it's
if
like,
we're talking about Civil War, I have high hopes.
get a better soundtrack though. Get me a song that's going to set my summer off.
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Interesting.
Will Smith
with it.
featuring
Getting
Eminem.
Falcon with it.
Getting Falcon with
Featuring
it.
Eminem.
Featuring Eminem and Aaliyah.
That's not going to happen.
When was this episode recorded?
Hologram. Hologram. If we can have a Tupac hologram,
yes.
yeah. If we can have a Tupac hologram play Coachella, we can have freaking Aaliyah.
Song 2 is Elvis. The good Elvis, though.
The non peanut butter nana sandwich eating
Like
Elvis.
blue suede shoes
Yeah.
Elvis.
Oh, okay.
Not country Elvis.
I'm not dying on the shitter. Elvis. I figured that would be the one that would get tied to this episode.
Yeah.
The poo thing is a Chad thing, not a Kyle thing. So.
It's definitely not a Charlie thing.
Stay away from my Tupperware,
That
by
poo
the
would
way.
actually sell. This was
yeah.
the poo that's the poo that people would pay for.
This is the poo that killed Elvis.
The poo that came out of
I can see that auction at Christie's. Like,
Too soon?
I'd have it bronzed.
that just bloop.
Drain the bronzer, and what's left in the bottom, that's what you need right there.
Did you know that you can get your hole bronzed? That way you can give it to people to kiss? Yeah, it's a thing.
You're talking
Welcome to the Third
thing?
Coast Nerds podcast. My name is Chad.
I'm not here.
You're not here.
Not here. Not here at all.
I will be here 4 days from now, maybe 2 years ago.
And half a day.
It's like Cabbage Patch with time. It goes around. It just goes around again.
I was looking for an article I read earlier, but now I can't find it.
Do you remember what you read?
It was
If I
someone-
were to have a test on what you read right now, would you not?
I don't remember what day it is.
What would the questions be on the test? No, that's
You're the
you.
one talking about the test. I'm not.
Let's try to strike your memory. What's on the test? What would you be studying for?
I have no clue what you're trying to do.
We would basically, the question would be, how many people are still listening to this now?
None. The answer is none.
Yes.
How much more black could it be? None.
What? This took,
Yeah, I was kind of thrown there myself.
None
Yeah.
more black.
yeah.
I can't remember what that's from.
Really? I'll tell you what, his amp goes to 11.
Really? I need to watch that.
Right.
Yeah, all of y'all's cards have been taken away. That is one of the best movies ever.
Yes, but it's been like 15 years since I've seen it.
Yeah, it's
And
been a
whose
hot
fault is
minute.
that? It's probably been about 10 since I have, but I mean, it's a really good movie.
Yeah. I need to expose Sean to it, but the problem I have, I'm
Phrase it that way. That's probably not the best way to say it.
No. There are movies that your kids have to see. I'm not saying right now, but you have to have at some point. If you had a son,
He's backpedaling.
would you not want them to see Spinal Tap?
You gave me beef about making jokes about shit in Tupperware, and you went $5 footlong all of a sudden.
I found the article I was looking for.
Thank God. Go.
Star Wars Rogue One may include a digital Peter Cushing.
Interesting.
So like
Back to you, Mike.
We were talking about something happening with people not even having to be there, and guess what? He's not. Yeah, it was a reach, but I'm glad Mike's here. Actually, it's whoever sits right there. They get me. You
complete
not so
him.
much.
You know what?
You
I think
complete him.
Chad should sit there 1 week.
No.
That would be like if y'all synced up, it'd be the end of the world.
Well, next time I bring cookies, you're really going to want to know where that container came from.
Oh yeah, you're no.
Speaking of which, Mallrats is being remade.
Yeah.
Say, would you like a chocolate covered pretzel?
So for your
far away from the pool.
hardback collection, Shield's actually releasing a season 2 declassified hardback. So
I'm not that big of a fan of the property.
yeah, I wish they would have came out 2.5 years ago before Shield came through at Comic Palooza.
No kidding.
But it's blown up since then.
I would have probably been a whole lot more excited.
Yeah,
It's
I'm looking
gonna
forward
take,
to it.
Expensive.
It's going to take a lot of money to get them back, too.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
They'll show up in Dallas.
maybe worth it. Yeah, we'll just go see him in Dallas.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks pretty cool.
So what's this digital version of...
Oh, I already passed. It's over now. I have no clue. I moved on.
You sent it back to Mike.
Yeah,
He was done.
you passed the mic and I dropped it.
Like it's hot.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Yeah. See
what you
see
did?
what happens when you throw poo around?
See, I don't play the Kyle game. If we get redirected, yeah. If we don't come back within 30 seconds, I forgot.
So out of all the different types of Tupperware on the market, what is the best sealing?
Rubbermaid.
Rubbermaid.
Yeah.
It's got a good...
It's got a good red top on it, and they're stackable.
Well,
Yeah, nice.
where?
They sit in
Nice.
each other.
Or you could
we ain't got Tupperware kind of money though.
I mean, you could do Pyrex that way.
If I were gonna collect some poo, I'd put it in an urn.
Poo urn.
Like so.
I was saying poo urn.
I'm sorry for your loss. I was like, actually, I'm glad I did. You just leave it on the mantle so when you start your fire, it warms up a little bit.
Will. It's like after I die, scatter these remains.
They're gonna pour it out. And just... This was all you today, Chad. We lost. Charlie will never listen to us again. Never again.
I didn't say anything about midgets pooing in Tupperware.
No, just poo in general.
Yeah, he just lost his shit. Like, gone.
Trying to watch him walk through a backyard after he knows there's dog poo in it is the most amazing thing in the world. It's like watching my dog try to walk through grass that's 2 feet high, or you know those cats with those they just kind of legs come up real high. Yeah,
Or like a dog in snow.
yeah, exactly.
dog with shoes on.
Or kitten
Have you ever
mittens.
seen that?
Kitten mittens.
Look on the internet.
Just look for kitten mittens.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Kitten
Are
mittens
your
on a
cats
dog?
always just running around making...
Do you not know kitten mittens, Kyle?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Why would you need kitten mittens?
Oh, you should go in the hallway and slap yourself in the mouth right now.
Oh, this thing needs to come to a close soon. Kyle has to watch Kitten Mittens. Oh my God. We have priorities.
Yeah. On that train wreck, you want to rap? I think we're pretty good.
Let's go to Kitten Mittens.
Kitten Mittens.
You're not going to do this again. Music.
Well,
Is it made out of cat hair?
You'll find out in a minute. The longer you stall, the longer you don't know what Kitten
I
Mittens are.
feel so horrible that we had a chance to get Mike on the show and really made no use of his
poop
time.
jokes.
We made poop jokes.
He talked about Star Trek.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
I love
Apparently
watching.
that started
You
the
know,
poop
now
jokes.
I've actually seen it because we talked about it a little bit the last couple of weeks. I'm going to start doing like a TV series. We're grouping the different shows to do different podcasts, pre-season, mid-season, afterwards, kind of review. I want him and Kristen on the mics at the same time. Passion versus passion.
That's
they
what
both.
we need 3 or 4 cameras.
Yeah, because that'll be really good. So we'll discuss offline. We started like putting the shows together. We have Sci-Fi Fridays. We have the Marvel like comic book stuff. We have Strain, Vikings, Black Sails. A lot of shows that we're watching. So that'll be coming soon. But now I got to find one that you're very passionate about.
Okay.
And I want to see the Mike versus Kristen. It's going to be good.
I'm saying this on the record, being recorded. It's your responsibility to make sure there's nothing sharp near Kristen.
I'm the one that cuts people. Ask Ed. Didi Sir Ed.
Yes, I'm aware, but I just know how that argument's going to end, and it's probably going to be something heavy thrown across the room or stabbing.
This could happen.
Yeah, these come out not that easy, but yeah, it's good that these are anchored a little bit.
Yes, it is. Mine's never getting going back in the hole now.
No.
Help him put it in the hole, Mike.
Someone help Neil get it back into his hole.
You did good for your hole? Answer me.
More Adam Sandler references.
More Adam Sandler. Stop giving him money.
Or if you're Adam Sandler, let us consult.
Yeah. We'll help.
Pixels 5 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh no.
Music.
See, this is why we should have stopped a minute ago.
Dun, dun.
We don't have that cued?
No, because he did in the middle.
Oh, I can't hear my right ear.
Third Coast Nerds, this is Kyle.
This is reluctantly Chad.
Reluctantly, Chad. I'm still not here.
And Michael.
If you listen this far, Lord bless you.
Yeah. YouTube.
You found it somewhere. Go find it elsewhere.
Libsyn.
I don't even know why I'm choosing this podcast to say this, but yeah, go write a review because.
Oh no! Pause. Time out. The show is like poo. You do realize everyone is going to say the show talks about poo, and one of them hates Marvel. This is the nerd podcast you decided to listen to. No, you got to give us a warning when you're asking for reviews. You have to, because I'll wear a collared shirt.
Like,
I'll look all pretty.
As good as it is, as good as it is for you to text me or Google Hangouts, Neil. We already know the people that we know that listen to this.
Yeah.
If we don't know you, you found it, and somehow you're intrigued by fecal nerdery and hatred.
It does not happen every time if this is your first podcast.
Hatred.
Rare.
Hatred of lens flare, of J.J. Abrams putting polar bears in things. If you feel some sort of sympathy with Neil about not being able to get things into your holes, write that down
and let us know.
Or if you dislike Jar Jar Binks.
No, we do not care about you if you like Jar Jar Binks.
No, it's a dislike.
Okay, dislike, yes.
Yeah.
Share the hate.
If you like Jar Jar, don't listen to us. Go away.
Yeah.
If you think Jar Jar's ears would make great handlebars, go get in contact with the prosecution team that's taking Jared down, because you should probably be with him. And
Wow.
until next time,
We should really all have that knob for music.
Yeah. and on that note, happy birthday to someone tomorrow.
who's this? Who does this?
Mr. Jack Kirby turns 98.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have.
Well, no, that's 3 months.
Now people know when we recorded. But yeah, so
5 slices of pizza from now, 3 days ago.
Jack Kirby almost turns 100.
Jack Kirby almost turns 100.
Yeah.
So yeah, what would Jack do? And
Or 101.
we wouldn't have the magic of Kirby Crackle without this man. So
Yep.
all right, I'm dialing it up.
I gave you something good to go out on.
That was good. That was good. It's all good night. Libsyn.
Libsyn.
Facebook, Twitter.